Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi! My name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are making witch balls. I have already done a witch ball video with the intention of prosperity and success. So today's video, we're doing the intention of love. So witch balls are fantastic to set your intentions into, very similar to a spell jar. However, this is something that you put up in your window or around your home to help that intention all year round. So you look at it, you know what the intention is, and every day that solidifies to bring that intention into the home. So today we're doing a very popular intention of love. And with all of my videos, you use whatever feels right for you when doing something that involves your practice. So if you have a particular ingredient that you think would work better for this, then use that. What I'm doing today is just an inspiration to help you kind of get the ball rolling. You don't have to use what I'm using in exact. And we measure with our heart with this, so use however much you feel like you want to use. All you're gonna need is a clear ornament. Now, you can use ornament that you already have. If it's red, if it's pink, even if it's clear, you can repurpose your ornaments. So do whatever feels right for you. We are thrifty here. This is a plastic one because I'm always afraid of it dropping or falling. I have pets, so I want to be as safe as I can. So I use the plastic ones. And then you can use a paper funnel. I have a collapsible funnel here that fits the top of my opening. Okay. This particular one is the regular size ornament. I do have the bigger ones for other videos too, but we're using the regular size one today. And then some ribbon. You can use string, twine, and whatever ingredients you see fit, as well as charms. If you like to write your intentions down on a slip of paper, roll it up, seal it, and put it in here, that's fantastic too. So I write mine on bay leaves, but everybody's different. All right, let's get into it. So I have a tray here just to catch all of my stuff because I'm messy. We'll see how well it does the job. I went to the Dollar Tree, but you can find this at any crafting store. I have this moss here. I like to use it as a base, a solid foundation, because it looks really nice, first of all. And second of all, I look at it as soil, a decorative soil to where I'm planting my seeds of intention. So I'm just going to mush it on in here. All right. So this is great, this moss, for grounding, for stability, bringing a little bit of the earth into your witch ball. I love it. All right. So now that that's in the bottom there, we're going to go with some allspice. I know, right? Weird. This is great for success, courage, luck, and abundance, because sometimes we need a little bit of courage to put ourselves out there or to get ourselves back into the love vibration, right? So I'm going to take my little spoon here. We're just going to do a spoonful. Okay, next ingredient, we have basil. So this is good for some self-love, love in general, success, and peace. So all good things. I always love a ton of basil in my workings. I feel like it's such a great ingredient to use. So we're going to do quite a few of it. Next come the bay leaves. So you can just leave as is, or you can write your intentions on there as well. Some people like to write their names on the back or the household name on the back as well as the intention. So again, up to you and your practice. And I know that these are going to break when I try to push them in, but you know, it's all right. We're going to just roll with it. Not everything has to be perfect too. Sometimes we put too much stock into perfection. The main point in most workings is intention. So as long as your intention is there, the ingredients are tools to help solidify and to bring in what your intention is. So bay leaves, they're fantastic for success, manifesting, and abundance, all important when you're working with intent. Next up, I have this big old thing of Costco cinnamon, but cinnamon, I love working with it so much. This is great for success, for love, and for action. So taking inspired action to make things happen is important. And this is going to help you take those first steps because cinnamon is represented by the element of fire. So this is going to help make things happen quicker. All right, get that in there. So yeah, I had to break it up again, figure out how it's going to work for you, and that'll be perfect. On the same wavelength of cinnamon, we have whole cloves. I love cloves so much. This is great for, again, success, abundance, love, and most importantly, new beginnings, because that's what we're kind of aiming at for this, right? With love, we want a new beginning with somebody, or even with ourselves. This can be considered opening the door for new love to come in, as well as healing, because a lot of these ingredients are great for healing as well. A lot of us have some, work that we've got to do in order to be able to take that next step into a relationship. So self-love is going to be crucial here to open those doors. Okay, let's keep going. Speaking of that, I have some fennel seeds here, which is great for courage and strength. So we're going to just toss this in. I'm not even using the funnel anymore. Sometimes it's just nice to get your hands dirty. So fennel is in. You can substitute fennel for nutmeg too, because nutmeg is good for clarity and for strength and for love. Next up, we've got some rosemary. This is great for healing, for protection, as well as wisdom. So we want to make sure that we have what we need in order to create those open doors to a relationship. I love to add rosemary. It's a great substitute for basically almost anything. So if you feel like you're lacking on a lot of these ingredients and don't want to get them or can't go out and get them at the moment, and you have rosemary on hand, use the rosemary. Thyme is another one that most people have in their cupboards. This is great, again, for courage and new beginnings. I'm not going to add it in here. I feel like we've going overboard with the herbs already. So next, I want to add in some floral. So I have some calendula here, and this is great to provide happiness, comfort, abundance, love, as well as fidelity. So it reminds me of the sun. I just love it. It's just a happy flower. So we want happiness, we want comfort, we want joy. This will be a great way to add that intent in. Remember, measure with your heart. Again, you do not need to add all of these ingredients if you do not have them on hand. Like I said, they don't need to be in here, as well as you can substitute. Next, we have rose, another flower that is that symbolizes love, abundance, intuition, as well as tranquility. So we're going to add some in there too, because we want a tranquil relationship and we want self-love and healing. Another flower that would be great is violet. This is great because it symbolizes love, fertility, and abundance. So again, growth, love it. We're going to see how well it'll get mushed up in here in that opening. There, we did it. I shake mine a lot because I want to make sure everything goes in and has room. And if you're one that likes to use your mortar and pestle to, grind up all of the ingredients too, by all means, go for it. Another flower that most of us have on hand if we like to drink the tea is chamomile. This is fantastic for healing. This is great for peace, abundance, and most importantly, self-love. So we're going to have this go in there as well. Again, this is probably not the best way. I usually spoon it out, but the spoon has been not good for this activity when it comes to the flowers. So you can say your intent to each ingredient before you add it in, during, or after. Again, your practice is your practice. You do what feels right to you. And again, however much you want to add in is up to you. So those were my herbs and flowers. Next, for a twist, I'm going to add in a couple shales. So this symbolizes the Venus energy. So love, it symbolizes self-love as well, new relationships, opening doors. The cup overfloweth, kind of like the Ace of Cups in tarot. Divine feminine energy. So we're going to add a couple in here. You can, again, get these little tiny shells at any kind of craft store. Look at how cute. Next, we're going to add in our rune. So I did mine on a little glass pebble here, which again, you can buy at craft stores. And I used a permanent marker to add on the rune. This is actually called a bind rune because there's 2 runes in one. So the X is the Gi bow, which symbolizes opportunity and relationships, as well as generosity and giving. And then there's a P here, that straight line down the middle, and I mean, it looks like a P. And this is called a wunjo, which is pleasure and joy. And so when you combine both of them, it creates that rune for love and relationships. So you can use 1 rune at a time, 2 runes and put them in here, or you can bind them like I did. And I'm going to see, oh, no, it's not going to fit. So what I'm going to do is add it on, I'm going to hot glue it to the top here. But if there's a big enough opening, you can add it in. The bigger ornaments have a bigger opening, so I was able to do it with those. But you can add a rune in a piece of paper, on a bay leaf, whatever you choose to do, or add the rune like I'm going to do with hot glue at the end. Okay, so then we're at crystals. Okay, so I have these little chip crystals in these jars, which are great for projects like this, but you can also use bigger crystals as long as they fit in the opening and you don't need them for any other workings, because this is going to be permanently sealed. So whatever you choose to do, you can use that. Again, you don't need to use all of these crystals. You can use one or a combination, but of course we're going to add in some rose quartz because this is great for self-healing, for self-love, as well as balance, tranquility, harmony is what I want to say. So that's going in there. And then we have garnet, which is great for any kind of love working, similar to rose quartz, but this is a little potent, I feel, in experience. And then we have amethyst, which is an interesting choice, right? But this is great for a balanced approach to love. This is allowing you to use your intuition to help your judgment. This is allowing growth to come in, as well as protection. So when you combine that with the rose quartz, you get like a deeper connection. So I'm going to use the bigger amethyst crystal there. And then you can add the rose, or the rock crystal, which is crystal quartz. And this is an amplifier. So it's going to amplify everything in that bottle. But it's also the most versatile crystal ever. So if you don't have any other crystals to use the clear quartz, because that is going to be good for almost anything you choose to do. And last but not least, I have these key charms here. So keys are great because they symbolize protection as well as opening the doors to opportunity. And so we are going to open the opportunity to new beginnings with love. So I'm going to add a key in there. Maybe I'm going to add 3 keys because why not? Again, you listen to your intuition. You can also add salt into this, eggshells into this to kind of have that more grounding. If you don't have the moss, you can use that for the earth energy or grounding energy, as well as protection. Salt is great for almost any working, right? So there's a lot of different versatile ingredients that you can use. So this is just a jumping off point for you. So I'm going to add glue around the top here. Please don't judge my hot glue gun, as she's been through a lot. Then you just add the top back in. Please be careful as this be hot. Now you can add ribbon to the top around here, or twine or string. I'm going to add some cotton string here. All right, so that's all wrapped up. And now I'm going to apply the rune. And we're going to get a big old nice glob of hot glue. Place it down. And this way too, If you see the rune on the outside, if you don't have a specific colored ribbon or colored bauble, you know exactly what this is intended for. Sometimes we forget when things look similar, when they have similar ingredients. And the last thing I'm going to do is tie the string for the top. I'm going to add another key because why not? If you didn't want to add it inside or your charm didn't fit, this is the opportunity to put your charm. It doesn't have to be a key. It can be anything that symbolizes your intent. But I just happen to have picked up all of those keys, so it's going to be that today. And then I'm just going to tie it around here. A few times to make sure that it's secure. And then you can just hang it from that string, or you can get your own little, they're the little ornament hooks, and hook it wherever you want. But that's it. Is that simple. So I would love to know if you've made love witch balls yourself or any kind of witch balls. Let me know all your little ingredients, if you use the similar ones to mine, or if you have a specific way that you like doing it, please share and let me know. I think it's fun. Everybody has their own way of doing things. And like I said, this is just a jumping off inspiration point for you guys. So please let me know in the comment section if you like this, if this is fun, if you learned something. I really enjoy your feedback. Thank you so much for being here today. I love you and I like you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you haven't done so yet, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. It really helps me and the channel out as it pushes us in the algorithm more. So thank you so much. If you haven't looked in the description box, I do have a link tree that will provide you all of my social media links, as well as my Etsy shop where I do private readings. Thank you so much again. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.